안녕하세요. Welcome to class. This is lesson 12. Starting today, I'd like to spend next 2 weeks. We're entering actually the final stage of this semester. So with all this, our previous discussions and studies, we try to apply those to understand Korean social character, the way people think, the way people behave. So in this section especially, we'll address some of contemporary issues and phenomena. So you may try to bridge them together, the traditional thoughts, traditional way of life, and then this current contemporary Korean social life. There is a continuity and discontinuity. So that's the interesting question we're going to deal with in this final stage of this semester. Okay, let's begin. So at the end of this session, today and also the next week, we'll study about Confucian habits of heart. I like that phrase. That's the way we live everyday life. We listen, kind of inner voices, what your heart says to you. So habits of heart in contemporary Korean culture, and also very strong the family value we've been studying, I'm emphasizing throughout the semester, but a family-centered worldview and practice. And as finally, Koreans are very collectivistic mindset and behavior, very nationalistic in a way. So those are the things, themes we're going to study in these sessions. Again, filial piety. We talked about that before. I mean, it's not just Confucian teaching in past. Still, in this contemporary Korean society, it's a popular theme of many TV programs and variety shows, movies, books, and popular songs. You're going to see more detailed examples in the main body of these lecture notes. And Parents' Day, actually in Korea it's Mother's Day, which is 8th of May. It's celebrated with so much emotion. This is the time, I mean, people gather, all the family members get around and be a filial son and very filial daughter. So a lot of events were made at the time and show of gratitude, and is celebrated like Christmas and Thanksgiving. That's when all the family members gather and dine together, or they have made maybe have a special trip for the parents. So basically, still even today, the parental authority is very important. Of course, this contemporary Korean society, we have this growing individualistic interest. You can witness. So there's a clash or tension between traditional the life and also this new value. But still, the filial piety is very important. The value system in Korea and also the authority of parents are still very important in decision making. See, again, ancestor worship. It still continues. It's from early Joseon dynasty, Joseon period, up to this today. This custom of ancestor worship is still continuing, and this is evident during especially the holidays, Korean Thanksgiving, Chuseok in Korean, and also Lunar New Year's Day, which is the Seollal in Korean. So that's when again people perform the ancestor worship because by thank them, this is beginning of New Year. Also thank for the harvest. So this kind of still ongoing set of festivals and very important event. And the emphasis of hometown, where one's roots are, is very important. Interesting term here, the 고향. may sound exotic to some of you. As you explain in the lecture notes, very term 고향, it evokes very strong feeling among Koreans. Because even if you're living in somewhere else, this 고향 is where you have to return to ultimately. So that's where you have this ancestor worship, and simply that's where the whole family gathers and celebrate the family spirits. So the strong community value also can be found in this concept of 고향. So there's a lot of popular songs too with that word in it, return to 고향, return to one's native village, things like that. So these are the few highlights in this section. Koreans are very Confucian, even this 21st century, because the way they think, the way they act in a very Confucian manner every step of the way. Again, we've been studying before, and filial piety is still being emphasized in this various TV programs, TV movies, and popular songs. And also this concept of 고향, again, the meaning native place of hometown still remain as one of chief values of Koreans. So we'll continue to discuss about these issues in the following week too.